Justin Halty's Coulter Shaw has taken on several cases in Tracker Season 2, but Episode 4 includes a villain twist that makes it better. Season 2 started with an old unsolved missing persons case that haunts Coulter. The case sticks with the rewardist as it goes unsolved, similar to the mystery of who killed Coulter's father in Tracker. The death of the Shaw family patriarch defines Coulter's story. In Episode 2, Jensen Ackles returned as Russell Shaw. The brother went looking for Coulter on a mysterious Department of Defense site after he went missing looking for a lost person. Tracker Season 2, Episode 3, continued to bring back guest stars, returning Sophia Penas as Billy Matalon. The rewardists investigated a case in the female reward seeker's hometown. The Tracker cases have all been relatively straightforward, and there haven't been any plot twists that complicate a case beyond what could be expected. While the series was a massive hit in its first season, it requires more twists like the one at the end of Tracker Season 2, Episode 4 to uphold its standing as one of the most popular series on television, a ranking garnered in part by the charismatic Tracker characters. Tracker Season 2 has a recurring obvious villain problem. Tracker makes this mistake with its villains. Tracker needs to address its obvious villain problem to succeed like its freshman season. All the villains in Tracker Season 2 are easy to predict. In the opening episode, Coulter continues to investigate the mysterious disappearance of Gina Paquette, a girl who went missing 10 years ago that Coulter hasn't been able to track down. Coulter is close to Gina's sister, Camille Floriana Lima, who was introduced as Coulter's love interest in the Season 2 debut. The episode had a prominent villain character, a man who used to know Gina and was involved in her likely disappearance. That character was telegraphed as the antagonist from the first minute he appeared, setting up a twist that was no twist at all. Episode 2 continued the trend of unsatisfying villain reveals. Coulter and Russell got caught up at a Dodge site, and there was only one adversary to speak of. They never caught his name, but the man revealed that he knew Ashton Shaw, Lee Turgeson, peeling back another layer of the mystery surrounding the death of Coulter's father. Still, Episode 2 delivered an apparent villain with an underwhelming ending. Tracker Episode 3, unfortunately, continued the trend when Coulter traveled to investigate a missing high school baseball star, whose captor was obvious in story and appearance, delivering a predictable ending. Tracker Season 2, Episode 4 finally delivers a decent villain twist. Tracker Season 2 finally delivers a shocker. Renee and Coulter in Tracker. Tracker Season 2 finally broke its pronounced villain streak with a decent twist. In Episode 4, Coulter investigates the case of a woman who goes missing while at a high-end wellness retreat designed for CEOs. Coulter is called in to investigate the case discreetly since William Locke, Neil Jackson, who runs the retreat, doesn't want to call the negative press to the event by involving the police. Still, Coulter faces hurdles in investigating, including resistance from the person who asked him to be there. William and his assistant, Peter Reynolds, Rashawn Franklin, act suspiciously, suggesting either could be guilty. William and Peter continue to help, and eventually, Coulter finds a secret stash of dead bodies in an underground chamber. Tracker Season 2, Episode 4, delivers an intriguing twist when Coulter questions a worker, Rona, Gloria Guerrero, who immediately calls her accomplice, Jesse Pardew, Rob Mays. The bodies are actually construction deaths, and the perpetrator in the episode is the construction manager who covered up his negligence by burying them. Shockingly, the manager's accomplice ultimately shoots him, and he falls backward into a wood chipper. The case ended suddenly and unexpectedly, finally delivering a satisfying conclusion for Tracker Season 2. How Tracker Season 2 can avoid its villain problem moving forward. Tracker needs to replicate its episode for success. Justin Hartley as Coulter Shaw in Tracker, custom image by Simone Ashmore. Tracker Season 2 needs to avoid its villain problem to stay at the forefront of the best procedural shows. With only 13 episodes in its Season 1 run due to the writers' strikes, Tracker avoided obvious repetition problems in its freshman run. Still, it was narrowly avoided, with all cases coming to a similar conclusion, wherein Coulter neatly ends the case and wishes the families well. Season 2 can shake things up, introducing more supporting characters to throw audiences off the scent of whom the real villain is, like they did in Episode 4 and some episodes of Season 1. But the show pulled off a twist in Tracker Season 1, Episode 9, Aurora, one of the highest-rated episodes of Season 1, according to IMDb. Coulter Shaw investigated several leads before uncovering who the actual perpetrator was, a woman named Maeve Price, Bronwyn Smith, who was an unknown accomplice to her brother Errol, Jed Reese, an apprehended murderer. The twist came when Coulter was deep in Maeve's house while she was in the kitchen, making for a genuinely suspenseful sequence and a heartfelt reveal. Tracker must follow its playbook for episodes like Aurora and Noble Rot to maintain the suspense.